Let God arise, let his enemies be scattered. Let them also that hate him flee before him. Hello, beautiful. Hello, handsome. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Thank you so much for watching me. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the messages. Whatever God is doing is for his glory. We give him the honor. We give him the praise. He's worthy to be praised and adored this morning. He is a good God. He loves you and he wants the best for you. Thank you so much for watching me. I love you all. Today, the word that the Lord gave me is leave it in his hands. I know I preached this message, but I can't do anything. Whatever he gives, I can't change it and say I've preached it, so I don't have to preach it. I'm sorry about that. I am coming to tell you a message, which is really, I mean, when I heard it yesterday, I was really happy. God is in control. Whatever you are facing, God is in control. Let me tell you a story. I was a student before I got pregnant. Then I deferred my course. So when I deferred my course, I was living in my great grandfather's house. And in that house, I did 1 year, then I deferred my course. Then in my grandfather's house, we had a lady who was a tenant there, but the husband was outside the country. So later he came and he's like he wanted to take the wife. So before he took the wife, he did wedding and everything. I was there. I went for the wedding, I went for the reception. Then later the lady came. I was in Ghana. But I remember when I was pregnant, just before I was due, my late spiritual mother asked me to buy care stuff so that he blesses them and I will give it to somebody who has got children. But the only person who came into my mind was that lady. So I gave the stuff to her. And later, when I came to join my husband, then I asked my mother, how is this lady doing? Then she was like, she's now in Ghana. I'm like, how come she's in Ghana? Is it on holiday? So no, the husband came and married somebody and took the lady outside, and his wife is now in Ghana. But before she came, she left her 2 kids with her sister. So I was like, how? Then later, she is the very close friend to my cousin. So later, years back, then I spoke to my cousin one on one. Then I was like, why? What happened? That's a sad story. So I got her number, her daughter's number, who was on WhatsApp. Then I WhatsApped to her and I said, this is me. I want to speak to your mom. So I spoke to the woman. Very painful story. Then she told me that her children are now in the university. The older one is studying medicine. And she told me the actual story, what happened. So they went on a holiday and her passport got missing. So the lady who was helping her with the passport to get a new passport is the lady who married her husband. I'm like, what? How? Did you divorce your husband? I said, no, I have not done any paperwork. I haven't signed anything. Now the lady has got one child. She brought her child with her. Now she's got children with the man. She brought her family members. Now she's outside with the man. And the man and his children and the wife are now back home. I just said to the lady, keep praying, God is still on the throne. Because at that time, when I heard it, I was really mad and angry. I'm like, I was there when they got married. How come that he's just married somebody and brought whilst the woman is still there? I was mad, but at that point, God knew that I had nothing to do at that point. but I was angry. So when I was speaking to her, she was like, okay, now my children are now in the university. Then yesterday, I called home. I was I called my mom, and that cousin of mine was with my mom because they were in the same society and they had a wedding. So they were waiting, I think, for the refreshment. So she said, "Oh, even your cousin is here." So she was looking. Then she came back and she was like, "I'm like, oh, it's a long time." And then I asked, well, "How is your friend? How is she doing?" She's like, "Now the first child, has now completed. He has completed he's now a medical doctor, and now he is practicing. And the younger one has also finished university." I'm like, oh my God. My God, at that point, that lady who works at the immigration, because she was well educated than the other lady, she took advantage of the situation. Just took it. She took advantage of the situation. And now look, the one who is not well educated, her children, they've done medicine. What will you do now? You know, in this world, everything is in God's hands. When they put Joseph in the pit, they thought they had succeeded. Little did they know that they were leading him to the palace. I don't know what the enemy has planned for you. I don't know any pit that they have dug for you. But whatever they have done, it is coming back to them. 100-fold. In this world, if you don't want evil, don't do evil. That lady surrendered everything into God's hands. And now, God has indeed prepared a table before her in the presence of her enemies. She couldn't even go to the market because of that issue. She couldn't, because she was a market lady. She goes to the market and sell. She had her own shop. She couldn't. She closed her shop because of that painful thing that that lady did to her. She couldn't go. She had to relocate and stay in a different area, made a small shop there because of that. Because everybody will be talking about her. You know, we talk a lot. We talk a lot. But now, I was happy. Yes, I'm like, oh my God, that's indeed prepared a table before her in the presence of her. I was laughing, I was happy. I'm like, wow, wow, and wow again. Our God reigns. It doesn't matter what they do, it doesn't matter what happens. This God that we serve, He doesn't sleep, He doesn't slumber. He is still on the throne. He is fighting for you. He is with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. His word says that when you are in the fire, He is with you. When you are in the water, He is with you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. That is His promise. When Jesus was on the cross, when they thought they have finished killing Him, when they thought they have finished, succeeded in their plot, little did they know that that resurrection power was there. Little did they know that resurrection power could change everything. That power still stands for us. That resurrection power is for every Christian. Whatever they do to you, they can do it. It didn't say that. It says they will plan it. No weapon that is formed against you shall prosper. He says, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord will set up a standard against them. He is still under control. He's still in control. Leave everything in His hands. Let God be God. Leave it in His hand. Good or bad, He is still on the throne. He's still fighting for you. He is with you. He is for you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Thank you so much for watching me. I pray that God should keep you today. God should keep you this week. God should keep you this month. God should keep you this year. Enjoy the rest of the day. Enjoy the rest of the week. Enjoy the rest of the month and enjoy the rest of the year. And until we meet again, shalom. Know that God loves you and He wants the best for you now.